Right, I've got a rope ratchet strap just around the top, and I'm going to push the door and hold the rope and hope for the best, really. I mean, if it drops it won't be the end of the world, but I'd rather let it down a bit more gently. I don't think it's actually that heavy. It's a lot of it's fairly rotten, and well, we'll find out in a minute. I've got the armmongery off, so that's all fine. So nothing's going to get damaged. The door's, like I say, semi-rotten. It's only going to get sawn up for firewood anyway. The biggest problem I've got is I've only got about 3 foot inside I can get in, and beyond that the floor's rotten, so I can't. I'd rather go back and either put a pulley around it or a winch or something, but I just haven't got the space. Anyway, I'll push it over and we'll see where we get to. Well, that went fine. Was a bit nerve-wracking, but yeah, that's good. So I can get that sawn up and moved out of the way now, onto the ever-growing firewood pile. There might be a few bits that I can get out of it. Yeah, so it's, you can see it's nicely made, but unfortunately, and I mean it's nice little details, like you may have noticed earlier, I was opening and closing that door, getting the latch off it. You've got just these little scoops out the door, and the little pedestrian door, and it's all quite nicely made. The bracing's good, it's nicely cut in. I think maybe some of that might be usable for something, but a lot of it, yeah, it's just, I mean, especially towards the bottom, you can see it's just rotted, and that rot goes most of the way up in places, so this is just firewood. Even these big beams, these bigger, I might get the middle out of that, might be useful for something, because it's oak, so I think it's oak, I'm pretty sure it's oak. I'll have to saw through it to be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's oak. Probably red oak, seems to have a lot of that. Yeah, so anyway, I'll get this apart now and get any bits off I can use, and then the next job, so yeah, the next job is going to be doing, making a plate, well, a beam to go across the door opening. I say cutting a beam to go across the door opening, and then along the top of the wall, we've got the stonemason coming next week. He's going to take that wall down a bit, as I said before, and then bring it back up to the right level. But all along that, I want to put a wall plate, so I'm going to get some studs put into it, some threaded stud put into it, and then we'll put the wall plate on it and bolt it down. So I'm going to make them. I'm going to start making those plates. I'm just going to put some half laps in them to overlap, and then overlap with the beam going across the door. So just some very simple half laps, just quickly chop them in with the chainsaw, chisel them out, and then plane them, but I'll film that, and yeah, then that'll be ready to go, and then hopefully probably a couple of weeks, because he'll do it, and then it'll all be lime mortar, so it'll need to sit for a little while before we want to start messing with it. But yeah, maybe 3-4 weeks we'll get the wall plates on, and then we can get the door gear back on and think about, I'm going to get all the door gear on and so on before I worry about starting to make a new door, see how that all sits. But and we'll probably just make a temporary door. I'll probably literally just get a couple of sheets of OSB or something, just so I can, in an hour, strap something to just lash something together and get it relatively weatherproof. And then and then we can make a proper door out of oak, sort of, at leisure. But that'll obviously take sort of more like 80 hours than the 2 hours that an OSB one will take. So anyway, I'll crack on now. I'll get on with taking that door apart.